Yeah, but it's dark.
He's going to be
Oh, I don't know myself if I get it right.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, not a lot of help, was it?
If you want to, Bob, if you want to continue with your beer, it's fine.
I'm still here.
Change your So, moving happily along. Did not finish the first race. Sorry, did finish the first race. Didn't finish the second race, but turned up in his fancy green outfit, Mr. Graham Shepherd.
Hey! I'm going to sit down because I'm not up too much. I see you've got changed. Yeah. Well done, mate.
Are you a morphine?
Well done,
yeah. He's going to be talking more bollocks than he normally does.
Oh, steady. You'll be able to have a good conversation with Roger, though.
Sensible conversation. Yeah, I'd just like to say, you know, it's been a big event today, and I just feel privileged to know every one of you, and I just thank everybody for the support and the help that you've done for me today. It means so much to me. It could have been worse, but I'm here, and I'll just thank you, each and one of you.
You're most welcome.
Well done, Chef. Well
Did you next one for us as well?
Well done, mate.
It's representative of what this championship is like. You know, you've got a lot of other championships that claim to be friendly, claim to be supposed, but it's all nonsense. So there's a classic example. You know, Lynn thankfully stepped into the mark, sorted everything out from a personal perspective. So thanks a lot, Lynn, for that as well. I think I don't need to say it, but he knows that I don't really care. You know, that's a joke, right? Anyway, another DNF here today, Mr. Mark Price. Thank you. I didn't get that wrong, did I? You didn't finish on the podium.
No, I didn't.
It doesn't say no. It doesn't say on this sheet either. Laura Harris, please step forward. Cheers, Laura. Welcome back, darling. How's your first year? Bob wants a cuddle. Bloody Right. Mr. Paul, actually, no. Let's move on to that. I'll just move on to this. If for any reason I didn't call you out, I do apologise. Third in the first of the Mighty Minis races here today was Mr. Paul Hollett.
Well done, Paul. Brilliant. Well done, mate.
Well done, Paul. Was that your first podium? So, as this, it's only right that we should say to Paul, after 2 years of trying, he's got his first podium. Paul, a quick word to everybody.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot. It's really competitive out there today.
You're not in the way.
I am gay!
Not bad for an old man.
Yeah, well done, Paul. Well done, mate.
Right, anyway. Both Sam Slater and Ben are not able to be here. Unfortunately, both got other things that they need to be sorting out. So it moves me on to the first race of the Super Mighty Minis. Third in the Super Mighty Minis race, Mr. Octane Racing himself, Mr. Steve Ryder. How's it going, Harry? All right? Making it happen, cool. Back.
Should we do one for the old... Give him a kiss.
Get out of it, Roger.
I'll be on, Steve.
Cheers, Rod. Mr. Ian Slark.
Hey. Check his tyres.
Our own main man here.
Check his tyres.
They're too old, they're prehistoric.
He came back and got slaughtered.
Shake his hand, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You don't get your stand no chance.
Who's the pot here?
Oh. Anyway, all I can say now is, Daddy.
Not alive.
Well, come back, Daddy.
Stay there.
Got that?
He's been towed, hasn't
In the
he?
bag.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because the only-
Third in the second of the Mighty Minis races, a guy that's really shown himself to be possibly up there again next year, Mr. James Jenkins. Please step forward.
Hey!
Not bad for your first year.
Very good.
Bless him.
And before I go much further, before I forget, we were blessed today. Sometimes things happen and it happens for the right reasons. And I must say, I think we all collectively should, and especially if you weren't on the circuit, but you're actually on the away from the driving side of today's efforts, a big well done to Craig Cook.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. A marked difference to what it was at the beginning of the season, and that's not to say that it was crap, but there's a massive improvement. So well done.
Appreciate that.
You should have heard the old guy we used to have. He was crap.
Nice one.
Alright, so,
In the post there.
so you think you won the championship, huh?
Hey!
Daz! It's Daz with us.
All that heartache paid off.
Last race, Roger.
Pardon?
Last race.
Last race.
Oh, it's no point asking him to say anything. He doesn't say bugger all anyway. So, do you want to say anything to everyone, Daz?
Come on, Dad.
No. We'll get him. We'll get him.
He'll be back.
Yes, moving on. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, Ben had to leave, so it moves me on to the Super Mighty Minis, and third in the second of the races of the Super Mighty Minis, Mr. Stuart Combs. Cool.
Good man.
He's seen what you do. He's much better than I am. So, second in this race, because Slarky was back, and he's showing him who's men, Mr. Nev Kirkpatrick. Come on.
You've got to do these things, haven't you?
Yeah? Cheers, Nev.
Oh,
Right.
didn't have a chance on that one.
I just want to make sure I don't give the wrong one out. Okay, this is a guy who used to race with us. Lovely, lovely guy. Sorry.
Oh dear.
First, Mr. Ian Slark. He was crying out over there like a little girl, wasn't he?
Him.
I had to let you win that one because what your wife said earlier.
That's very nice of you. Two married men, eh? Anyway,
Married 3 years.
coming back to Neil Fernley. Coming back to Neil Fernley, lovely guy, was passionate about Mighty Minis. Never really won anything in the sense that he wasn't a front runner in the championship, but he was totally committed. He made every effort to be here, no matter what the situation was. And I think it's only respectful, I should say, that in 2022 we recognise the equal effort of someone else, and it goes to Mr. Mark Ditchburn if he's with us.
Hey!
Come on!
Well done, mate.
Come down.
In the middle.
Get him out.
Oh, wow.
Watch out, watch out, Mark.
Bob, it's not Mark, it's me. Anyway, Mr. Mark Ditchburn, everyone. I think highly deserved, really highly deserved. So well done on the Tracy Thompson racing stuff that you've been doing. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you back next year. You're a great guy, and it'd be a shame to lose you. We move on to the Chris Inch Trophy, which is this one.
Remember, it's
heavy, you be careful.
Yeah. And to think it was returned to us and they didn't even clean it. I mean, it's just outrageous. Who had this the last time?
It's also not engraved.
Either. I mean, you were meant to sort that out with Paul, weren't you?
He did actually clean it this afternoon.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah, we made an effort.
Good man. Anyway,
It's here. It nearly wasn't that.
today I had a phone call from Paul, who makes a decision about who this goes to. And I wouldn't say miserable, but you know, it takes a lot to get him to smile. And so it goes to, and unfortunately he's not here. It'll have to go to his nephew. Could you give that to Uncle David for us? Whoa! It's a bit heavier than those plastic ones, isn't it?
Well done, Harry.
So the Chris Inch Trophy this year goes to Mr. David. No wonder
He's running out of hands with that.
No wonder you didn't want to clean it.
Leave it on the mantelpiece.
It brings us to a guy that's going to get an awful lot this year, by the looks of it. The David George Trophy winner, recipient, our novice champion, Mr. James Jenkins.
Well done. Well done. Hang on, we got another bit.
There's another bit as well, which is basically this is a perpetual. So you'll at the end of the year, you'll probably find it hasn't been engraved because the last person should have done it and didn't do it. But we'll get that all sorted.
No, he did do it.
Did it? Okay, cool.
Paul did it.
You got it done, did you, Paul? Top man. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's only right, as the first recipient of a championship trophy, should have a few words. James, over to you.
Just like to say, especially Dad and I and the whole family, would like to thank everyone for being so welcoming from 6 months ago from when we were here. Meeting Steve for the first time at Brands Hatch, and Mark and yourself, Roger and Bob. Everyone's been great, helping us out, and that's what Mighty Minis is all about. And like we said, get the car around the track, bring it home, and anything's a bonus. So, thank you.
Are you two of them today?
How much is Roger pay you to say that?
Who's the
I've been practicing that all day.
No, that's both yours.
Oh.
But what I'll do is I'll get the little bit that I need to engrave.
No worries.
So, as you can see, we're trying to move on as briskly as possible before it becomes midnight.
Yeah, before the kid
that
gets
late?
hypothermic.
We had to wait for Lynn to come back. Anyone that didn't know, we had to wait for Lynn to come back because there's no way I was going to do the presentation before our main man here, Mr. Morphine, turned back up.
Oh, that's got to be on the back of the car now.
Mr. Morphine.
Yes.
Susie, unfortunately, Chrissy was having a wobbly, so we'll let Susie go. So it moves on to the Safety Devices Most Spectacular Accident 2022.
Well,
And
surely.
you're not getting it unless you say a few words, Mr. Nightingale. So don't. Say a few words. You got to speak to your audience.
Thank you.
You've got to say free for it to be a few words.
Very
How's
much.
it? How's your time with Mighty Minis been?
It's been all right.
Thank you to everyone for 12 years of pure hell. I mean pleasure. Just thank you. It's been great.
Legend, Dad.
I'll be back.
Oh shit!
Take it back.
Not what you wanted to hear, did you?
Hear that.
So, anyway, Mighty Minis Championship Awards now, and oddly enough, Mr. Darren Nightingale, third. Even with a big smash up.
It's quite fun the last one. Got to take it.
I got second, you know.
Yeah. Very much.
I got second, you know.
He got second.
Okay, so we got that wrong. Well, second.
Oh, here we go.
No, give me a second. Come back. Might as well take the trophy as your head.
Yeah, well, I don't know, to be honest.
Well, we'll sort that one out, don't worry.
Don't worry, we'll sort it.
Because I've got James down as second.
Yes.
James, please step forward.
Yeah, you're right, it's all right.
Yeah, we can sort it.
Come on for the...
I don't know what it is.
What's second and third between them?
Yeah, exactly.
So long as you get something, it's better than nothing.
Good spot,
Bloody
sir.
hell.
Yeah, well said,
Mr. John Creech, everyone, please. In fact, whilst we've got John here, just a big thank you to John for all of his efforts over the period of the year with the photographing and all the rest of the stuff. But I think it is the way I say it. Yeah, I know. See, you open your big mouth, going on and on, making me and Bob look silly. James, as he's admitted, he just tried to skank you and take it away from you.
Nice try, mate.
Just because you know I always get it wrong, and that was a bit of yeah. Anyway, I feel really happy now because I was thinking on my. There's nothing worse than Bob and I always sort of say, pointing fingers at each other, saying who was it for. Anyway. So, is that okay now, James and Dad? You guys not going to roll around in the paddock later on?
No fighting.
Cool. Which moves us on to the champion. The champion.
He's as big as you.
Did he win the championship today?
No,
That makes every reason why he's the champion, Mr. Finky!
Pinky. Now I'm going to say a few words.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's enough.
Right, okay. I'm not very good at this stuff, but there's a few things I'd like to say. One would be to my missus, but she's not here. She's gone home crying. She's worried about me, upset and all that. But yeah, just say it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks you to Roger and Bob and to everybody for making everybody feel so welcome here, and it's so lovely. But I'd also obviously like to say a special thank you for Steve Ryder, who's gone above and beyond with my car from when I rolled it last year at Cadwell Park to make sure I've always been able to turn up with an. I'm proud to put the Octane stickers on the cars. Give me that, and to Lynn as well, who's just looked after me like a son really, and just cooked. She's been absolutely. You know, I couldn't have been. You know what I mean? She's just been absolutely just a lovely person and looked after us, and just I'm sure there's other people that feel like that, but I'd just like to say it's not really appreciate it because I've turned up on my own quite a lot, and to have friends, no, I've got no friends.
Him.
No, thank you very much.
Look who's talking.
Come on.
So,
A picture. Who do I have the picture of? Roger,
yeah.
Let's get your jumper in there.
Hoodie I have, you know, hoodie.
Cheers.
No one can see that without
Cheers,
the
Dan.
big
Thank
hat on. You've got
you.
this black face with two ears sticking out. Third in the Supermater Minis, and it really did come down to what was going on out there today, and it goes to Mr. Stuart Combs. You're quite confident, are you? Jeez, imagine if it was Formula 1 the way you lot carry on.
This is from the early, this is when he first started.
Stewie actually had his sponsor here today, Dave, who owns Maniflow, so Stewie thought it was really cool to qualify really at the back of the grid and see if he can impress him by making him great forward. Well, that's what Stewie's been saying anyway. Second in the championship. And a guy that, if I could just punt Nev off, Mr. Steve Ryder. Thank you. Oh, I shouldn't do that really. I shouldn't.
Oh, hang on, I have to do that again.
You got it?
Got it.
Harry,
thank you.
I'm going to let you announce this one. Top of your voice, nice and loud.
This one is for my dad.
Well done, man.
Really good that Nev's 23 years, I think it is, isn't it? No, 23 years? That's incredible for the commitment to the championship.
Loyalty.
And it's been good. The championship's been good to you as well, and it's been great to see the family. You know, you're a young man, free and single, and a drunkard. And now you're a family man. It's absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much.
Well done.
I have to say a few words to adoring fans. Well, I don't adore you. They hate your guts.
It's been a great year. I have to say thank you to all the Slarks and the associated Ryans because they got me here. I'd also like to say thank you to Steve and Lynn because I think they do an awful lot for this championship and it wouldn't be the same without them.
Oh.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Did I tell you about the first race he was in?
How long?
Not that long.
Yeah.
Cool. Finally, the Leukemia Trophy. Now, this trophy was given to me by one of our very first drivers, Alan Wickenden. And Alan, basically, his niece, I think it was very unwell with leukemia. And as a means of trying to get the message out to a wider audience, Alan said, look, if I create a perpetual trophy, would you keep handing it back out to everybody? Yeah, no problem at all, I said. Another trophy, they'll all be happy. Unfortunately, my niece then died of leukemia. And it means so much more now than it did then. And I'm sure that we've all got a sad story in our lives that we can tell. But so it's the Leukemia Trophy in memory of Cosima, my niece. And I got to ask Pinky to come on over to just present this for me because he's probably the best person. You don't need to bring your cup as well and give it large. Just show this one up. But I'm going to ask Pinky to do this.
Did you get it the right way round?
Yeah. So the name's on the bottom.
Has he got the right one?
Oh, nice.
He's a big lad and all the rest of the stuff.
Can you read?
Yeah, what's it say?
Glasses.
It's your name, it's got to be your name.
Fucking Lauren Harvey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't drop it!
cool. So I'm going to say
The top falls off.
the top falls off. So watch out.
Full of Maltesers.
Oh.
So, yeah, I just think I hog the show all the time.
Yeah, too true.
It's a great lad. CC Sim Racing introduced us to CC Sim Racing, and I would just like, as a matter of courtesy, I'd just like to hand it over to Pinky. I think Pinky's got some really good words.
No, I have not at all. This couldn't go to a better person. Lynn, right out. Come here.
Yeah.
Gives you a chance to hug her. This means a lot to me to give this to Lou. She's given me so many cups of tea, so many biscuits, and I'm sure she's done that for all of you. She's an absolute stalwart of it. If it wasn't for Lynn supporting Steve, we probably wouldn't all have his support. So it means a lot to give this to Lynn. Lynn, we love you to bits. You think we all know that, and I think even Shep, who you just picked up, may say, yeah, well done for that as well. So well done, darling.
Thank you.
Well done. Now, the thing is that, you know, Lynn says a lot when she's with you singularly, right? She'll tell you all the names, call you all the names under the sun. We now ask her to say a few words of thanks.
Whoa, Harry.
Cheers.
Come here.
All right, that's all we're going to get out of Lynn.
I like it. Oh dear.
But behind the scenes, I'm sure we actually had Mark. We had not Mark. Sorry, what's his name? Martin. When it was given to Martin at the dinner, Martin cried. Well, I cried. I mean, proper cried. You know what I mean? Couldn't speak. And when we gave it to Nev, he cried. So do give Lynn some room if she wants to have a little tear quietly as well. But Lynn, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah.
2022 is now closed. Get as drunk as you like. The only thing I ask is, because of our relationship with Castle Combe, please don't drive the race cars in the paddock. Don't turn the volume up too high because there's people that live over there. And we've got, as you can see, I've got other things in the pipeline going forwards. We've got more cars coming in, which is very, very necessary. What would really help me though is, very much like Mark and Tracy, what they're doing with the whole Facebook stuff, etc. If you could all just at least like and share what we put out officially, myself, Craig, and now Dan as well. So that would help us immensely. Thank you very much, everyone.
Cool.
Have a lovely evening.